the courtroom revenge that silenced my parents. When I walked into that courtroom, every camera turned toward me. Reporters whispered, "That's the girl who inherited the billionaire's fortune." I didn't flinch. I'd spent my entire childhood being tossed from one foster home to another after my parents decided I wasn't worth raising. Now, after my grandmother, the only person who ever loved me, died and left me everything, suddenly they remembered I existed. And they didn't come with hugs. They came with a lawsuit. My mother, draped in fake tears and designer grief, rolled her eyes when I walked in. My father smirked like he was sure victory was already his. Their claim? That I manipulated my dying grandmother into leaving me her estate. Cute. When the judge asked if I had anything to say, my lawyer smiled at me and whispered, "You sure you want to do this?" "Oh, I'm sure," I said. I stood up slowly, heels echoing against the marble floor. "Your Honor," I began. "Before I defend myself, I'd like to play a video one my grandmother recorded 2 weeks before she passed." On the big screen, my grandmother appeared frail but fiery. Her voice filled the room. "If you're watching this, it means my children are doing what I always feared, trying to take what doesn't belong to them. They abandoned my granddaughter at age 4. I begged them to take her back, but they said she was a burden. I made sure every dollar of my fortune went to her. And to my dear children, don't bother contesting it. I already spent a small fortune preparing for this moment." The camera cut to her lawyer reading her updated will dated 3 days before she died. Every penny, property, and patent was legally tied to me. My parents turned pale. "Oh, and one more thing," I said, eyes locked on them. "Grandma knew you'd sue me, so she had one final request. If you contest her will and lose, every cent of your own assets goes to her foundation for abandoned children." The judge's gavel hit the desk so hard, I swear it cracked. "Case dismissed," he barked. My father slammed his hand on the table, shouting something about appeal, but his lawyer just looked defeated. My mother was shaking. Their faces when they realized they had just bankrupted themselves. That was the sweetest thing I'd ever seen. I walked past them without a word, but at the door, I paused and said quietly, "I guess now you know what it feels like to be left with nothing." Reporters swarmed me as I stepped outside. Flashes blinding, microphones everywhere. "Never underestimate the abandoned," I said. "We learn early how to survive." The clip went viral in less than an hour. My parents' empire. Gone. My grandmother's foundation. Funded for decades. And me? I didn't just win a case. I won closure. If you love stories where karma comes dressed in heels and walks straight into court, hit that subscribe button right now. Because trust me, the next revenge, it's even colder.